Perkins pipes. It is the day after the 4th of July, Independence Day here in the United States, which also happens to be the birthday of the lead singer and lead guitarist, founding member of my all-time favorite rock band, Stripers. So happy birthday, belated happy birthday to Mr. Michael Sweet. Got the red hat on, got the blue shirt on, and so figured we might as well bring out the white pipe. So we have the red, white, and blue. Have something to say about America today. So let's get this guy lit. Let's get to talking. I have to say, I really do enjoy this clay pipe. Enjoy this very much. So I want to say a word about the United States of America and what it's going to take for us to become better. I doubt that there's anyone around who doesn't know that this is a presidential election year. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not going to be talking about politics. I'm not going to be talking about government programs, taxes, anything like that. I want to go back to, and I've got to pull this up. This one I don't have memorized. But I've got to pull up the Federalist Papers. And this, I'm going to go back to Federalist number 1. Which is written by Alexander Hamilton to the people of the state of New York, Saturday, October the 27th, 1787. And in the very first paragraph, he says, "It has been frequently remarked that it seems to have been reserved to the people of this country, by their conduct and example, to decide the important question, whether societies of men are really capable or not of establishing good government from reflection and choice, or whether they are forever destined to depend for their political constitutions on accident and force." Can we, as a society of free people, can we make the choices and decisions necessary to have good government? Well, I want to take you back to a couple of films. And again, I just wanted to get my dates right there. I want to take you back to a couple of films. Both were written by one of the finest screenwriters in the late 20th century and early 21st century, a fellow named Aaron Sorkin. In 1995, he came out with a film called The American President. It starred Michael Douglas as President Andrew Shepard. And in that movie, the character of President Shepard has a press conference, and he makes the comment that America is advanced citizenship. He says, you really got to want it, because it'll fight back. It'll fight back against you. And I think he's right about that. I think the character, the line that Aaron Sorkin wrote, is correct. This is advanced citizenship. It would be a lot easier just to have a monarch to hold forth, right? Make the decisions for everyone. What we've got in the United States is advanced citizenship. And in an earlier film, 1992, film called A Few Good Men, which a lot of people know that one. Tom Cruise was the protagonist in that. And the inimitable Jack Nicholson was the antagonist, played Marine Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, stationed at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. And even though the character of Colonel Jessup, played by Nicholson, is the bad guy, all right, the way the movie is set up, he's the bad guy. And even though that's the case, he does have an interesting line. At one point, he's on the stand, the witness stand. Tom Cruise, his character, is examining the colonel. And the colonel fires back. And he says, basically, I don't care what you're interested in. He says, I'm doing a job. I'm protecting this country. Quite arrogant. And he says, I'd appreciate it if you just said thank you. But then comes the line, he says, either that or pick up a gun and stand a post. I want to bring all these together. Pick up a gun and stand a post. In the advanced citizenship that is the Republic of the United States of America, we all have roles to play. Some people are suited, called to think financially, fiscally. These are business people, are bankers. Some are just naturally heroic kinds of people. These are our military people, our police, our firefighters. We have those who are naturally wired to serve and to care for others, our doctors, our nurses. Those who enjoy study and guiding and leading other people in the exploration of the true, the good, and the beautiful. These are our teachers, our educators. And of course, countless other roles in our society. But the point is that if we are to have the sort of good government that Hamilton mentioned in the first Federalist paper, it's going to be a challenging thing, as was mentioned in the film The American President. And it's going to require every one of us to stand our post, as the line was in A Few Good Men. I'm as interested in the political stuff as the next person. Love to watch all of it. Have conversations with my friends about it. You know, great parlor conversations. All right. Politics always makes for fun times. A lot of fireworks. But at the end of the day, what matters the most is the role that each and every one of us plays, the post that each and every one of us stands. So for this one, I would say, feel free to comment if you like, but just think about this one for a moment. Just think about it. What are you doing to make this country better? It's not just about how you vote, but what are you doing? In your job, in your family, in your community? Of course, it doesn't have to be something magnificent and some big program and, oh, I'm leading this big initiative. And no. I'm quite confident, and I know, I've heard from too many people, I know that I'm doing my part in the four walls of a high school classroom. I'm doing my part in the role that I play as a husband and father. It's intentional. I take it seriously. Even to the kind of content that I'm trying to put out on this channel. So it can be small. The post that you stand can be small. But what are you doing to make this a better country? As Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. As I like to say in Latin, Parva ut tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.